hair on. My hair is still too long, but I decided to let it flow because I bothered to wash it yesterday. And it's doing a nice little thing over here. I'm not sure what it is, and I'm going to be running my hand through it every 5 minutes while I work. But anyway, welcome to the stream. As usual, we're going to wait a little bit, see if people get online. Usually takes a couple minutes. I am so tired today, you guys. I slept in, for starters, which is rare, and I'm all sore because I have to sleep around a 14-pound Maltese that, despite not knowing math, knows exactly the perfect center of my bed and refuses to move from there. Now, I can push her when I'm awake. But when I'm sleeping, I just kind of contort myself without knowing around her little form. Another funny episode of Looney Tunes. Wait a minute. Hi, Joel. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. I put it really low on purpose, mind you. So we could actually hear the sound bites. I'm glad this app is free because the customization could be better. Like, I can't delete sounds I don't use, and I can't edit the sounds. If I want different sounds for the same thing, I have to make a new sound. Blah. I can hear it just fine. Good, super. Now, yesterday I was actually doing some testing with this little pen right here. Just now I realized there are instructions on this pen. And because it's from AliExpress, I absolutely love it. Please try with a piece of wasted cloth before use. And please take off a cat with hands, not with a mouth. Oh man, suddenly the money I spent on this was worth it. Just for that. So this is a... I'm not kidding. A pen. Choco Ace pen. Basically what this is, it's a fabric marker. So that you write down where you want to cut and or sew on the piece of fabric, and then you, when you're done with your work, you run it through the wash and the ink will disappear. Now, the reason I bought this is because I had seen on a TikTok, and then I had to do a lot of research to find that there's a quote-unquote paper version of this pen. Problem is, I cannot get it. It is apparently a Spanish exclusive, because I could only find it on Spanish stores. When all else fails, use mouth when appropriate. Just for that, I kind of have no choice. I have to put you in timeout. Up you go. That's like the equivalent of instructions on clear dick fell off. Anyway. But I could only find it in like Spanish from Spain stores, and I can't buy it because they require a tax number, a Spanish tax number, and in case you guys didn't notice, I'm not Spanish. And every other place that I could find it, they were all sold out. So I went on AliExpress, And I got the bootleg version. And I just realized that in my little, the little version of my webcam, it looks pink. So that's pretty cute. If I move it fast, it goes back to blue. Drink soda appropriately. So I wanted to do a test with this. Because on the TikTok that I had seen, the person used the actual pen and drew a sketch and then inked it and then just ran water over it and the blue instantly disappeared. So of course I needed to test it. So here we go with this pen. And here were my tests. Now, I posted on Twitter the big test, but I'm also going to show you guys the small test on the back of my testing sheet here. This is cheap watercolor paper from eons ago, so I don't care about testing on it. I don't use it for serious art. It's not that great. Here's some of my experiments mixing pigment ink and dye ink. I gotta do some more because this is interesting. Now, here's the big test. Now it looks pretty okay from here, but on Twitter, like, you can see that after it dried, the blue where it was more concentrated just came right back. There's a little bit here, there's some around the eyes, like, it's very messy. You can see a bit of the line that helped me align the arm up here. Hi, Sam! Always happy to see you. It's nice that you take time out of your busy day. This is not sarcasm. Take time of your busy day to come see me. Like, quote unquote, this is not sarcasm. Genuinely happy that you take time out of your day. No one told me there would be a test today. I didn't study. Now I'm going to show you guys that this is not on Twitter. This is not anywhere yet. The smaller tests, which made me try a big test. I had some really tiny tests. This was just the ink. There is no paint here. And when I applied water on it, this used to be a cube. When I applied water on it, it completely disappeared while it was wet. Did I do good to wait for it to dry or what? Why do I have plastic in my pocket? I'm painting right now. You have my attention. What are you painting, Sam? I'm gonna keep talking while I wait because I wanna know. I wanna know. And like, look at this. This is a tiny, tiny test. The blue basically all came back. I don't know. There we go. We have some focus. My camera focuses better than I focus myself. The blue all came back and it got all smudgy. Same here. This was the word testing, and then I tested several colors on it. It mostly all came back. This was like a quote-unquote smaller test. And I just tried to apply as much water as possible to push the pigment, if possible, on the edge of the painting. Which is what, like, this is not paint. Again, this is just water and the pen. This is what made me try out a bigger test. It still technically failed, but it failed less. So I can at least give my opinion if somebody finds that pen to try. It's for a class. Tiny Shrio, Jason Voorhees against Ghost. You do realize you're going to have to show me that when you're done, right? Because I'm going to want to see that. You can't say you're painting Jason Voorhees against Ghostface to me and not expect me not to want to see that. Come on! Between you and me, guys, for those who don't know, I'm a big horror fan. I just don't watch the movies because I'm also a gigantic pussy. But yeah, big fan of Jason, actually. Really like Jason. I know. Oh. I like that. I got this big bombastic rant and I know as a... Sam is completely unimpressed with me. I'll post on Instagram when it's done. Yes, please! But yeah, as I was saying before I had the complete meltdown. Sounds epic, bro. I'll at least be able to give my opinion if anybody is curious about the bootleg version of this pen. So there's that. Half the time I test Fanfare. I'm here. Oh, she's here. Coco is here. A reason to use my sound bites. Oh, this is new. Rebellion on Mediocrity by Excelete, I think. Streamable Video Game Music Volume 3. Oh, that's nice. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna give it a little like, so it shows up more often in my... Oh, I actually do like this. But yeah, half the time I test stuff just for myself. But I always have this little thought on the back of my head that I should probably publish my findings. Sorry, I'm making it sound more professional than it really is. But thankfully I just burped there, so yeah, back to my very low level of professionalism. This is why I don't usually do public stuff. Like, I do this stream to force me to do Bootleg Cookie on time for the Fridays. But then I act like this, because I'm an idiot. Sip soda lovingly. Oh, speaking, because I test a lot too. Well, yeah, that's part of it. Like, art can be science when you want. Everybody's got soda. I got soda too. Mountain Dew Summer Freeze Zero. That's a lot of name. That's like a doujinshi name. I got hit by a truck and fell into another world, and now my favorite soda flavors are now girls. How much you want to bet that's a real one? I'm laughing, but it's probably a real one. But yeah, we had... Normally, by now, I should have had a paper test of the Consommé Teinte. I like this track. Yeah, I do too. But, if you guys been following me on my socials, mostly on Twitter, I complain a lot on Twitter, it arrived broken. Basically, what the mailman did, and this is why I think it was not my regular mailman, but his a co-worker that he trained recently, he took... There you go. Yeah, that's the watercolor paper I was talking about. Hilroy. Ah, no wonder. So basically what happened... Oh, $5.75. No freaking wonder. It's not that good. Anyway. Yeah, I keep the price tags on everything. I'm too lazy to pull them off. If a vending machine can get an anime isekai, then anything is possible. He's right. So what he did... The sketchbook was packed in an envelope. Already there. But what he did to make it fit in my mailbox, which is about the width of my arm, he crushed it like this. He grabbed the spine and he broke it in two places about here and here to roll it up to fit in my mailbox. What do you think happened to the paper? Sent you a photo of the bottle. I'm gonna go check that out real quick. like, this is a brand new sketch pad, okay? You have to apply a lot of force to roll it up at the spine. How do you not feel that you're doing something wrong when you have to put so much force on something? You know? I'm gonna go take a look at the bottle real quick. Oh, that's a pretty blue. Focus, there is more to the world than art, Shiro. If it fits, I sits. Breaking your paper pad is a war crime. Yes, it is. Thankfully. Through the magic of Twitter and tagging Throne, I was told that you can return Throne gifts when they arrive damaged. And I did just that, and the envelope is way there, and I'm going to ship it on Monday so I can get a refund. And in the meantime, I have ordered another pad and a couple other things to force them to put it in a box. It tastes exactly like those red, white, and blue popsicles. Oh, now you have my attention. That is like my favorite flavor of drink. So now, we have to wait even more for me to actually get to play with the Me Taint papers, because I have to send the busted one back to Amazon. But the other problem is that the only other place that I could find that had this specific pad of mixed Me Taint papers was the Serre. That's another problem! And my doctor wonders why I have such high blood pressure. The Serre, I have had bad luck with them twice so far, and I've only ordered from them twice because of the bad luck. First time they sent me a portfolio that was ripped. Had a little snap on the top of the spine, and one of the plastic sheets inside was already pre-ripped, you know, for her convenience. And the second time I had ordered some brushes, like $20 a pop, long brushes that I have not used since, because they are way too long. I should really but anyway, should give them to my my secondary mailman so he can break them for me. And they arrive in this gigantic box, diagonally in the box, and crushed. Like, you know when a little kid, you give them that cheap little plastic brush, Crayola brush, and then they just go like this, and it makes the fibers like spider like this. That's what the brushes look like, because the fibers were crushed in the corner of the box. I did make a bootleg cookie about that. It was like super crushed, like all fanned out, and I was like, ah, ah, ah! And Mom was like, put it in your mouth. Oh! It's okay, it's washed. Oh. So this is my third time ordering from the side, and I am hoping against hope that they are not going to try and roll up the pad. Because I just want to play with some papers. I just want to try new techniques, please. I don't think I'm asking for that much. Do I have a boo or some crying? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Appropriate! But, like, I'm not asking for that much, am I? It's not like I don't know how to return things. It's been my job for 6 years straight, and I know a trick or two. But, like, I didn't have access to the ordering or shipping files and stuff like that, because that all goes through Throne. Thankfully, the returns also go through Throne, and it was fast. Like, all I have to do is just drop that in the mailbox and forget about it, which I'm not gonna, because they're going to be owing me that money. So yeah, definitely kudos to Throne. Sharing the sound machine. Well, I mean, I got the app right there. Might as well use it. That is questionable at best. Now that I'm done renting for a little while, don't know how little that while is going to be. How about we go ahead and switch to the screen so we can get started on the bootleg cookie. What do you think about that? Does that sound fun? Does that sound interesting? We're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna cut the sound real quick because my nose is full of crap. I'll be right back. And we're back. Oh, I broke my attack. Look at that. It's not loading anymore. Come on, people. Switch that back to... It was going too well. It was going too well. That's a bit too big. Hello everyone, hope you are having a great afternoon. Paul, you're gonna want to watch the replay later because I went on a rant on art supplies. I just finished. And a mini rant on Desire because I'm taking a chance again on Desire, but switch it back to overdrive, sure. Hey Paul, could be better. Could be better, could be worse. Pain is never fun. You're only better when you're worse than you are better at your best. Unless you're into that, if you know what I mean. Good day or bad day, Dr. Shiro's bootleg cookie is the Sunday therapy we all need. Ah, you're sweet. You're a butt kisser, but you're sweet. I will say that I had to return the latest throne gift. I will be mailing it Monday along with an order. But I did reorder the product off of the site, and I am hoping that they are not going to crush it and try and make an origami bird out of it or something. Because I have not been lucky with dessert. I am hoping that that bad luck will break. Touch wood. I drew a flower a while ago. New art, let's go! Did I see that flower? I mean, I got so many people on my Instagram nowadays. You'll have to forgive me, people. I don't know what's going on with my eyes. I can see fine. I just got some dust stuck to my eyelashes. I don't know. I'm starting my Pride exhibit paintings. I'm doing little watercolors. I bought frames for them too. I'm gonna want to see that too. I didn't post it. Oh, so that's why I didn't see it. See, causation versus correlation. I'll start as soon as I get the dishes done. When will we ever get to see the show Bootleg Cookie plus guest star? Well, do you want to be a guest star? Which story would you like me to tell with you in it? Not sarcasm, actual question. You can tell the one story you have of me, but I don't think that would work. Okay, so no. That is a good question. Oh, jeez. I mean, you guys can always come after the stream and, like, send me a DM or something of something you would like to see me draw for a bootleg cookie. As long as Joel doesn't have control of the dreaded squid, that would be awesome. Yeah, you had to go on the squid earlier, too. You missed that, too. I started a timeshare and saved me from a pack of hungry flamingos. I'm still proud of being that nesting dolls comic. Well, that would be Coco, because you are hilarious. Oh, what does this sound do?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
I can see some potential in that sound. If I get another weirdo asking me for porn on the stream, I could use that. The fact that it happened once already, that's an issue. How much you want to bet that doesn't happen to male presenting artists? Did you tell everyone who you had a great conversation with at the Comic-Con? He did not. He is hiding stuff from us. Sharon is not available. Oh, I am never available. Play that for scammers. Oh, man. Like, I would need, like, the perfect timing to be at the desk with my phone right here. My corded phone, because I'm old. I showed my artwork to Jim Steranko. Somebody slap the boy. No, not really. Do not slap the boy. It's just a joke. Do not slap the boy. And what did he say? Share with the class. While I am sitting here seething in jealousy. Honestly, it's my fault for living and staying in a rural area. Traveling has become prohibitively expensive for me. I can't go anywhere. He liked my artwork and showed it to the person behind him. Yes! I mean, I'm still jealous. I am not proud at all. No, no. No, but seriously, where's my applause? There we go. Yay for Sam! Good for you. Honestly, good for you. You go get those kudos. I played a game with Michael Golden. You're stewing in jealousy. Stirs the jealous Shiro stew and has a taste. I don't know who Michael Golden is. See, this is my face right now. Because I'm like, who the hell is Michael Golden? Paul wanted me to say that. Well, how about now telling me who Michael Golden is? Michael Golden did Micronauts cover, Marvel fanfare, etc. So that's 2 more things for me to Google. You see, a misconception is that when I say that I don't know who somebody is, I think that they're not as important. That's not true. My comic collection abruptly stops in the 80s. That's what's happening. I have a couple books from the 90s, but then it just like stops because there is no comic book shop here where I live. So yeah. And it was all hand-me-downs. Like, the comics I bought myself are a couple of old school Tales from the Crypt, stuff like that. And like 4 Spawns from the 90s. So yeah. That is me being an ignorant fuck. Yay, have some sylphs. Can't put too much, I don't want the program to crash. see rural life. Like, I have, like, 2 reviews of my art from artists that I know. And by reviews, I mean, one's an actual review, and it was mostly about my text bubble being too cramped. And the other was like a, hey, good job on Twitter. And that's about it. And it's from years ago, so yeah. I would like Senpai to notice me. But that's not happening at 40, apparently. Like, the first review was also in the 90s. No book off for Sharon. No, there's not. There's none. There's none of that. And it needs to be re-glued again because it fell off again. I have it tacked on the side of one of my bookshelves. What about my praise? Yes, let's keep praising Sam. Where is it? There we go. And, like, I'm so old. The review that I got on my art from André-Philippe Côté, which is a local artist. I say it like this because when I say local, I mean like the province. It was sent by fax. And it was my my science teacher that had sent him my work on James and Company, which was no for you. Yeah, you're right. I did say from big artists, so yeah, like, we'll include Sam in there. Basically another inhospitable, desolate country that Joel can never visit. Well, if you gotta visit, visit the big cities, not my place. And, like, if anyone wants to see anything from James and Company, I'm gonna see if I can find something, because that is old. It was basically a bunch of anthropomorphic beavers copying Archie gags. That was it. Then it was a comic that I did for the school paper. I know for a fact that I have somewhere the entire archives of the school paper that I did during the years that I worked as part of the staff. I just don't know where that box is. There's nothing digital. There's nothing saved digital. Whoever has those files is probably my science teacher. And that's assuming they still exist. Because my originals, what happened to them is that they got taken and glued on this giant cardboard and then censored. But, like, the censorship was done on the original after the work was done by someone else, to put it politely, because I do not feel like being polite to that lady. Why don't you attend the Green Lane Comic Con? You could walk there. Sun and Sharon Zone goes down at 2. That would happen in winter, Joel. and she put the liquid paper on my original so thickly that the pages stuck together. Yes, I was mad. Yes, I lost my shit at her. That quote-unquote lady, again, also told me that if I painted a giant picture, that they would put it in the cafeteria. That did not happen. I painted the giant picture at their request, and like I even proposed an illustration, and they said yes, okay, let's go. When I finished it, I was told it's too childish for high school. It was a mother unicorn and her child. Then if it's too childish for high school, why the fuck did you accept it in the first place and made me work like that, like an idiot? So then they decided to give it to the special class, and you know what I mean. So pretty normal day for you. Yeah. And then she said, we're going to send an article so that your painting shows up in the local paper. I was like, yay! Then I waited, and 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 it never happened. And I went to her and I said, what about my article? And I said, well, it's an old story now. Not to them! And further down the road, that the same lady that kicked me out of the yearbook committee because I was sick twice. I had a cold and I missed 2 days of meeting, and that was enough to kick me out. Assuming that old bag is still alive, I would still punch her. I would. What if she's so old she's in a coma? Well, then she's not gonna feel it, is she? Pfft. And then the second review was from Francisco Francavilla when he just said that my Jug Dead was very accurate. And that's it. So it's not like I would have practice for when a published professional artist would actually destroy my art verbally. Since all I get is nice, like the same level of commitment to the comment as my dad. Nice. Looks nice. So yeah, if anything, I have this gigantic ego because nobody will tell me my art sucks. Even if she is a professional wrestler, no one kicks out Sharon and gets away with it, rolls up sleeves. Oh man, if I was a professional wrestler, I would be in way better shape than I am now. See, all this shit that's happening to me and my doctor wondering why I have high blood pressure at rest. And wondering why I'm not more panicked about it. And I'm like, oh, honey, if only you knew. I'm not gonna tell him that because then he's going to send me to see a psychiatrist, and the last time I did that, it did not end well. I don't think I have the patience level anymore to deal with yet another stranger about my traumas. And being told, well, that's not normal. I know! I thought it was going well with the good one, but then the good one was all shocked when she realized that most of my problems stem from school, and I was like, no! You don't say! And she was like, I think we really made a breakthrough. And I'm like, you've been telling me stuff that I've known for decades, honey! Would it be creepy if I said I want a little doll of Bootleg Cookie Shiro, like the size of those SD Sailor Moon dolls? Aw, man, I wish. I mean, if there was a demand, I would probably go on Makeship and put down a project. But once again, nobody talks to me, so yeah. Would any of you like a little teeny tiny Shiro? Do I have? Yeah, there we go. Give me a second, guys. I'm not gonna reach for Jupiter because she's way up here, but I have... It's just to give you an idea of the overall size of those dolls, usually. I don't know the exact size... I don't know the exact size of the makeshift dolls, but usually what the shirt is actually red, but the tie is yellow. Anyway, usually the little Ben Presto and stuff like that dolls are about this size, to give you an idea. This is the usual quote-unquote small plushie size. It's just the way you draw yourself is precious. Yeah, because the real deal is not that precious. Oh, I am an angry little thing. And honestly, do you blame me? Well, yeah, that's about the size of those little dolls. Compare with my big fat rectangle head. I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you back where you belong in a bit. I'll take 15. I mean, I could try. Like, the last time I tried to make a marketable item was the collector 3D sculpt of Taco. And I tried to get votes, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I barely got any, but the company decided to make them anyway. I think they sold 5, and then they completely shut down the website. And no, I don't have the 3D files. They made the 3D files, and then they folded before I could ask for them. Like, they were called Should Be, and then they changed their name for a more action figure-y name that I don't remember, and then they just shut down completely. Coco has one, I have one. For stuff like that, you gotta be able to drum up interest. And I think the fact, and I am thankful that you guys are here, but that's still like maximum 4 people. And you can't really drum up interest if all you can attract is like 4 or 5 people on a good day. And that's not to shit on you guys. I am very thankful you're here, and I always enjoy your presence. I'm just saying, corporatively speaking, you know? I'm not saying it's you guys' fault. I'm saying it's my guys' fault. Because I'm not interesting. Like, if I remember well, Makeship works. Like, if it gets enough pre-orders, they will make the plush. I'm thankful to be here too. Aw. Like, if all my subscribers would get together, maybe. Maybe. Your BC self looks almost like an angry little Precious Moments figurine. Thanks, I think. No, you did not see Tree Chips. Go away. Bah. Like, I would need to be way more popular in order to have a chance, you know? Do I have any tree? Tiny tree? No. Hey, if we're gonna cheat real good, you know? Well, these are broken. Oh, something happened. Oh, thank you, Annan! Thank you! Now my granulation liquid is fully funded. I'm pretty sure my mailman is not going to be able to to fold up that bottle. But thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the thank yous. Gracias. Merci. Well, that's interesting. The brush vanished. Well, if it's broken, we're not going to keep it, are we? Are you working? You're working. Okay. Ah, there we go. Here's something I was looking for. I gotta make it smaller. There we go. Okay, you want to be a piece of shit? Fine, we'll be a piece of shit. Eh. Made it work even if it didn't want to work. The reason why it didn't work earlier is because I was on the ink layer, so it considers the brush as a vector. So even if it was selected, it still forced the entire brush to show up. And that's why it works correctly when it's in raster. It's dumb, but Clip Studio has dumb ideas sometimes. And let's leave it at that. Because I don't think you guys want me to go on yet another rant about Clip Studio's decision making just this year. And we're only halfway through the year, so yeah. While we're here, today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the good fathers and to all the bad fathers. Go to hell. Yeah, that's. So if the replacement mailman does not smash my bottle, I'll be able to do more experimenting with the granulation medium. Smug sharing will never not be funny. That's from somebody who knows I'm terrible at being smug in real life. Whenever I'm smug, it's fake. But more like, whenever I'm smug, like I want to be smug against a certain type of people, and I don't want to look smug because people will think that I think I'm better than everybody, and that's not true. I just think I'm better than the people that tried to have me unalive myself when I was a kid. Sharon has no poker face. I do have poker face, but you have to be in like the perfect setting. Like there's some board games. I don't remember the name, but there's a board game where you have to tell dad jokes to each other and the first one to laugh loses. And I never lose. It's the amazing power of completely zoning out when you have ADHD. You could say that neurologically speaking, I'm cheating. My sister found that out the hard way. And she's the type to laugh at her own jokes too. Bless her. So even if I didn't have the poker face thing, she would lose anyway because she couldn't go through a dad joke without laughing. Girls Against Dad Jokes? No, it's a French version. Like I said, I don't remember the name. I would be so dangerous if I had something that looked like a memory. Maybe I should get some memory on AliExpress. My memory's bootleg anyway, so. I'm willing to at least go check if there's guidelines. Like you need this many supporters, you need this many watchers or stuff like that on Makeship. In order to submit a project. So yeah, that's something interesting that I could do after the stream. I'm cheating with my brain. For those who are interested. I made a quick Mike Mignola palette. If anybody wants it, give me a shout. It's very simple, but if you would like to practice with some restricted, more minimalist color palettes, tell me and I'll give it to you. But it works on Clip Studio, so you gotta have Clip Studio for that. Turtles fight without honor. Honor. Pfft. You can tell it's an old story because I could still afford to dye my hair regularly. Sorry the zoom is so weird. The zoom is broken right now on my controller. I do. So I'm using my mouse and sometimes there's some RAM issues. So I lose control of the zoom. That's normal. Gotta put on my blue scrubs. Because after a while I bought a set of blue scrubs to go to that job. Do I miss that job? Not at all. It's asking for a zoomie. I'll be honest, I do not miss working with the public because the public is very unhinged. Can we expect a zooming from Sharon? No. Yeah, that little lady gave you more trouble than a toddler would. Oh, did she ever. I am hoping that when I get to that age, I am not going to be a miserable little old person. Which is why I strive every day, like, to force and squeeze even the littlest droplet of joy from each day. I try to keep a positive attitude, even when I rant. Because I do not want to be a miserable little old lady that finds shit in everything. Like, that can't be fun. That can't help your mood. You can't make me believe that the idea of being miserable just to be miserable helps cope with everything. Like, I spent too much years of my childhood basically being told to be miserable at all times. You know, so as to not inconvenience other people. I am going to be one fuck of an inconvenience by being happy. Because fuck you, that's why you're not the main character of my story. You ran so far away. You could. And I ran so far away. Oof. What the hell was that? Oh, a cease and desist. It can't be a bootleg cookie livestream without me showing my age. We're almost done. Yeah, I downloaded more screen tone brushes. Haha. Yeah, I'm gonna put the gray one here to show how much it was a pleasure to deal with her. I lied through my teeth. Thanks for the great show, Sharon. The comic looks awesome. With a little old man emoji from what I'm seeing here. That's new. It's appropriate. Now we're just gonna... try a little something something. No. Oh, it went on the same layer. That's not what we want. And I'll bring back the white, and we are going to look, see. Great show. Bye, Sharon and everyone. Bye, Sam. Thanks for coming. Why am I looking over here? The camera's there. I was looking at the chat. The chat is way over there. Yeah, we're good. We're good for this one. And as usual, with every end of stream, extra special caramel drizzle chocolate syrup thanks to our supporters. Amber B. Paul K. Misenovis, David F. Marianne J. Z9, Supreme Crimson Leader. Your support is always extremely appreciated. You guys have no idea. Just the fact that you're willing to support me in my ranting is... like, it does something to my heart. It makes it go pitter-patter, and now I have to take pills. Of course, I'll see you guys next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the next Bootleg Cookie story. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. Had a lot of fun drawing it. And complaining a lot. I complained a lot today. See you guys next time. I love you all. And bye-bye.